Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Pinkfresh Fridays combined with Mixed Media Mayhem. I'm going to have a little mayhem on my paper, and I'm going to trim it all out with Pinkfresh. Let me kind of show you what I have here. I have several, many different collections. I've cut tags out of these 3 patterns. You may or may not recognize those patterns. I couldn't tell you what collections they come from. I have similarly cut circles out of those 3 patterns plus 3 others, so that I have, I guess, 6. Maybe I have 7. So too many is better than not enough. And we'll see what we end up doing with those. I cut a little camera, fussy cut a camera and a little word strip out of one of the pattern papers, some pattern paper somewhere. I have some Pinkfresh enamel dots, and I have a goofy photo that was taken at my grandson's homecoming game. And I was away, I was visiting my sister. And this is a hilarious selfie that's being taken by Lyndon, who is Katie and Barrett's half-brother. And this is their mom, Pam. And then there's Ava and Allie, who is her half-sister, and their mom, Nikki. So 2 of James's exes sitting in the stands together. And this guy is just photobombing. So I'm going to cover him up, and then there's some people down here. But I thought this was a hilarious photo. I just love it. So instead of doing a really grungy, artsy kind of page, I'm probably going to try to do something a little bit more whimsical and upbeat. So we'll see. Just in case I decide after all to go grungy, I have my ground espresso and foam pad that I can just kind of ink everything up. I am going to do the background first. This is Vicky Bouton Mixed Media Foundations paper, and I'm going to use Pinkfresh watercolors. They're pigment-based translucent watercolors, so I'm hoping that the colors don't come out too strong. Oh, I forgot to show you the other things so that I can kind of put them aside. I have miscellaneous sticker sheets, embellishments, things that I have many more than this, and I looked at these and saw something on each of these that I thought would be funny. So that's why they're out there. I may or may not be able to find those things again. And there. Okay. So what I'm going to do, and this may or may not work, I have done something similar to it in the past. You can see that the color this aqua color kind of goes from one corner to the other, and then there are little areas of pink and, in this case, yellow. So I have a couple of colors here. I've got this one, which is aquamarine, and it's just what you would kind of expect. It's kind of blue-green. And this one is called sky blue. And so I'm going to spritz this with water. I'm going to let the colors kind of stay separated in some ways and mix up in others. And I'm just going to take this packaging, which in keeping with the fact that I'm using only Pinkfresh products, this is some Pinkfresh packaging. And I'm going to kind of kiss it down And I may use I'm just gonna do I can really kind of press it. What I want to get rid of are these straight lines. So I'm going to try to reach for, pardon my arms there. I'm kind of do some of this on here. And I know I'm getting it on my, I'm going to spray a little more water and try to get a little more out there. I actually kind of like the looks of some of those, but the really long straight ones I could kind of smooth out. That makes it kind of look a little like marble. I'm really wanting to make it nice and solid because my circles are mostly white. Okay, so now I'm going to wipe the blue and aqua off, and I'm going to put some pink down and really, really, really dilute it. This pink is called bubblegum, and that's exactly not what I want. I don't want a really bright bubblegum color of pink. I want something kind of subtle and just a touch of it here and there. Okay, there's a piece of that that's kind of solid. I'm going to put a little up here. And it's turning purple because I've mixed some in, and that's kind of okay. I'm going to do this just to kind of spread it out a bit. Okay. And before I mess it up any more than I already have, you know I'm going to have to do some splatters. This is a great splatter brush. Okay, let me put that aside. Now, I also want to somewhat subdue the colors by adding some spritzes of white. Not exactly splatters, but more spritzes. And then I will do some splatters. And then I'll dry it all off, and then we'll be ready to go. I love it. I really love the look of that, and it was, you know, just so simple to make. It's abstract and it has movement, and I like the little swirls made with the paintbrush there. Okay, let me put that aside. Now, paper towels. Okay. And I think we're ready to go. The first thing I'm going to do is some stamping. And I have, oops, what happened here? Well, it's there, right? Where did that come from? We'll just put some white sprinkles and it'll add character to the page, right? Did that come from the paper towel? Okay, off to the side. I have this set of Bow Bunny wall-to-wall texture stamp. I like this one for this page. And then I have this set of stamps from Art by Marlene, and I'm going to use this kind of stitchy looking one, this one maybe, and this one with the crosses, and I guess that's all I have out. So, oh, and I also have a stitch stamp that was given to me by my friend Gwen Towell at the Dottie About Flair retreat or crop, and that's what this is. So I'm going to put this probably in a couple places. I think the original only has it in one spot. Okay. And I'm going to do it also kind of right there. And there. And that's my starting, my start. Okay, next thing I'm going to do, let me put those right side up so I don't get any more big pink splotches anywhere. I'm going to do these plus signs, the crosses kind of right here. I should put something there, and I'm doing them a little bit off kilter and not fully stamped. Let's see about doing a set right there over that spot, and why don't we do another set kind of right there. And I may put, I'm figuring that the photo will go sort of right there, and so the circles will go out to the side. So I'm going to do one set so that they may show through the circles. We'll see how that works. So I'll put all the stamps that I've already used there. Now this one, I'm going to have kind of going off the page. I'm going to do it this way right there, and then again right there, and again up here, And let's see, I'm going to do a couple bits kind of like that and the tags might end up covering that up, but I will like it. I will know it's there, and so will you. And just there, just kind of just little bits coming in, and may as well do something similar to that down here. There we go. Okay. Now, this, you see these kind of crisscross things there. I'm going to see if I can do one going this way and one going the other way and see if I get the same vibe. In fact, I'm worried enough about it that I think I'm going to test it. Not exactly worried, but I want to prove it because I like these so well, I could crisscross those. So that's one way. And then we do the other way. I kind of like that. And it gives you the same kind of sense of it's striking. It stands out. And I think there's one kind of up in this area. And I'll do that there, and some of that will get covered up. And similarly, there's one down here. And then there are some that are just let's put this over here. That, and where else? There's probably something. Okay, there's kind of little bits down in here. I think that may be enough, and if it isn't, I'll find some way to do something to add some other texture after we've got the page put together. Okay, so, and I've got some of my stamping from back there is showing through. I'm going to leave that right there. Put this here. Let me get it. Kind of right there. And I've got foam on the back of these, but I'm thinking I may cut the tags. And I'm going to kind of place them and then take the photo off. Let's see. I'm going to put that back there, and that's about all the farther that needs to stick down. So I'll let that kind of be my size indicator. And I will overlap that way. Well, let's overlap it that way and then this way. And then this goes here. And one of the tags sticks out a little ways. That works. That's like the original. So let me take the foam off. get it so it goes sort of like that. And then I'll leave the foam on this one. And go there, and then I'll put this piece of foam along the edge there to prop this up. And I only need the adhesive on one side of it. Let's see. I guess I need it on both because this is gonna, let's see. That's good. And then I do this here, and I put some more foam here, like so, and then like so. And it goes like that. Okay, now I'm probably going to overlap some of these. I'm gonna have to actually maybe doing something. Oh, let me do the bright colorful one right there. I'm okay with that, and I can use these for another project. Kind of put them off to the side there, and then I'll start embellishing. Okay, let me get my liquid glue, which is here. And I'm gonna attach these just in a couple places and let them kind of spring up in other places. These were cut with one of my very favorite dies that I would probably use on every project. And in fact, when I first got it, I did use it on every project. I have a horizontal photo rather than vertical, and it's not as small as the one in the original. So I don't have as much room for as many circles. And I kind of wanted to just keep them where the original circles were. Let me do a little bit of glue down here. That's not enough to hold it. Okay, and then we can overlap or overlay those with some of the embellishments. So the first thing I want to do is add this camera and the word capture. And since Lyndon is taking the selfie, I want the camera down close to where he would be holding it. This is hilarious. It's like a snapshot in the life of James. Gonna kind of do that, and that's a little torn on the end, and so it fits in with that. Okay, now for each of these, okay, here's one that says family time. And I'm thinking I might put it right here, sort of tucked under there, because this is, by any definition, it's definitely a photo of family. It's a family photo. Some strange version of a family. I really like this that says cheers, and I was thinking that might be the title, and it could kind of go right here, right? And cheers, kind of, they're at a football game and there's cheering going on, so that sort of works. Here is a little wood button that says us, and so I thought maybe I could do that. I'm going to do it right here, and then there will be something else that'll go there. Maybe one of these. Let's try that. Okay. And we've already gotten the cheers off this, so that can go. I've got, this says, well, it could say story of my life if James were in the picture. But I like the one that says, take a picture, it'll last longer. And that could go maybe right across there. And then this one says, oh my God, this was crazy. OMG, this was crazy. And where could I put that? Maybe, okay, let's take a look at the total composition. This looks crooked. I think that straightened it out. I could put it right in the middle of this circle. And I've got, I'm sure there's one of these guys in here. This says, someday you and me, awesome. I like the awesome. Friend, always awesome, someday. I think the one that's the most appropriate is the one that says awesome. And what if I were to put it right there? Or maybe right up there. And let me put it on some foam. Okay. And I'll put these back. These are fabric pennants, and they're from Boys Fort. And I had a couple papers and these pennants and another sticker sheet from that collection. In fact, this next sticker sheet I think comes from there. And I almost hate to be running out of it. There's, this says, I can explain. And I just love that. So I'm going to put it down here. And the reason that's funny is that no one can explain. There is this big hello, which I like, and I like this kind of diamond sort of thing, maybe right there. And now, it seems like I need something down in here. So maybe I really like this stamp, the best of all. And I think what I'm going to do is not use it on the block. I'm going to take it and do it maybe going this way. Okay, I like that. And it kind of balances all of this loveliness that's going on there. And I might take this and just kind of do that. And maybe I'll do that again. Right there. And maybe I'll do it again right there. Just adding some grunge to it. Okay, I'm through grunging it up. I think I'm done. Thank you very much for watching. And I did not grunge around the tags or the photo, but I'm going to grunge around the page itself. Just a little inking in the brown color. And that will kind of finish it off, I think. I may kind of do that. Don't have to go all the way across and be perfect with it. Just a little bit in the corners that show. And there. That makes the tags stand out. And if I had fully decided that I was going to do that, it would have been nice to do around the circles as well. But I think we're good. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next Friday for Mixed Media Mayhem. And I will have the links to everybody playing along with Mixed Media Mayhem, as well as with Pinkfresh Fridays. And I'm going to add a few enamel dots. Just not in the way that I normally use them. This is really just to kind of add some, to reinforce the round shapes there. I'm not going to add any of these green, just this kind of grayish blue and the yellow. And okay, I think, well, let's see. We may as well use these. This isn't a Okay, I've emptied that. Okay. Thank you again for watching. I didn't use this stamp. Is there any reason to use it? I think not. I was going to use it as the thing. I was going to stamp it twice and then twice to make the crisscross things if this hadn't worked. But this kind of worked, so I'm good. And you know what I don't like is this. So I'm going to take it up. And I don't know if there's any place else to put it. Maybe right kind of hidden, partially hidden underneath here. There we go. Okay. Again, I think that's all I'm going to change. Bye.